Hi everyone, welcome back to your midweek motivation. Today's vlog is all about my 5 most commonly heard myths about weight loss, about health, about fitness, which are so far from the truth, which I want to clear up with you today. So let's go. Number 1. A lot of people believe that having a radical exercise regime helps you lose more weight. That is so far from the truth. Successful weight loss is all about making small changes, more changes, but making lastable, sustainable changes. So doing something really extreme might help you see some changes, but it definitely won't be for the long term, especially if it's not sustainable. What you really should be aiming for is approximately 150 minutes of good exercise every week. That could really be about 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. And if you want to do some extra low impact exercise on the last 2 days, you're welcome to. But also remember that losing weight is about both your nutrition and your fitness. We lose weight by burning more calories than we consume. So as long as you've got that concept in mind, and of course that doesn't mean eating way below what you should be consuming, but just making sure that you're eating slightly less, you're burning slightly more, and the rest will fall into place. Number 2, healthier foods are more expensive. That doesn't have to be the case. There's lots and lots of things that you can exchange for things which are quite expensive in the market, i.e. lean cuts of meat can often be very expensive, but if you substitute that for beans, pulses, legumes, lentils or frozen vegetables, these are really cheaper alternatives, great for your nutrition, great for your body, and it's a great substitute which you can put in things like lasagna or casseroles. So make sure that you're looking at the right things and you're opting for the right things. Remember, healthy doesn't mean expensive. Number 3, my most favourite myth ever. Carbs make you put on weight. No, they don't. This is completely far from the truth. All my clients, and me included, we all eat carbohydrates and we don't restrict ourselves. We don't eliminate carbohydrates. You need to make sure that you have balance. Remember, carbohydrates are there to provide you with energy. Would you drive your car on an empty tank of fuel? No. So why would you drive your body on an empty tank of fuel? You need to be eating carbohydrates, but making sure that you're timing your carbohydrates effectively, i.e. if it is there to give you energy, you don't need energy at night time, you don't need energy to sleep, but you do need energy before your exercise or in the morning before embarking on a long day ahead. So making sure that you're positioning your food groups well, but you aren't eliminating, you aren't restricting, you're making sure that you're having a balanced diet with a vast array of different vitamins, different minerals, and lots of different macro groups. Don't eliminate your carbohydrates. Number 4, starving myself will help me lose weight. This sort of touches upon what I just mentioned about making sure that you're burning more calories than you consume. Yes, to lose weight you need to consume less, but this doesn't mean you start starving yourself. If I put myself into this position, I've done tons of different diets, salad diets, soup diets, you name it, I've done it. But it's not healthy, it's not sustainable, it's not maintainable. And above all, when you do have that end result, you want to be happy with the person you look in the mirror. You want to look in the mirror and look at yourself and go, I look really healthy, I look really good. Often if you do starve yourself, number 1, the weight will come back really quickly, and number 2, you won't have that overall healthy looking body that you'd been striving to have because you haven't fed your body the necessary vitamins and minerals. You haven't given it the macros and the food groups that it needs. How can a builder do its job without all the tools available? In fact, what will happen is if there are certain tools available, they'll have to make do with what they've got. And it might not be such a great job. In fact, it might be a very shabby job. Now put your body in that same example. How can you make the body you want using only half the tools? You want to make sure that you've got all the tools available and you've got all the calories available to sustain yourself and get the results that you need. Above all, when you don't eat enough as well, you will likely be very frustrated, you'll be low on energy, your blood sugar level will go down, which means you'll often find yourself feeling really low, your mood will go down, your hormones will be all over the place. It's not healthy. And above all, when you are on a journey like this, you want to stick to it. Motivation is such a big thing. And that's often what people really struggle with, is staying motivated. And that's because they don't really enjoy the journey they're on. No one likes dieting, but that's where you're going wrong. Dieting. Dieting means that you're not eating enough. And I want you to be eating enough, because you'll feel really good about the journey you are on then. And that's what we're aiming for. We want you to feel good, we want you to have energy, and we want you to still see results. So make sure you don't restrict yourself and you're eating enough. Number 5, my last tip. Foods that say low fat or reduced fat aren't always the right option. And lots of people believe that if it says reduced fat on there, you can have it. Take the example of a yogurt. I'm not naming any brands here, but a lot of yogurts do say 90 calories or 50% less fat, have them. What I want you to do next time is have a look at the back of the yogurt and think about how much sugar there is. Now you see, with fat, you can use fat. Our bodies need fat. A lot of our vitamins are absorbed through fat, but sugar doesn't really do too much. And often if they are removing fat out of a product, they're likely going to be substituting it with sugar. So you need to really watch out, because sugar will just convert into fat, especially when it's not utilized. Another really good example is fat-free frozen yogurt. I've had lots of people say to me, what about fat-free frozen yogurt? That's quite good, right? 1 scoop of fat-free frozen yogurt can have up to 20 grams of sugar. That's an insane amount of sugar to be having. So next time you're looking at something which says fat-free or reduced fat, think twice and make sure that you're not just getting something which has a sugar replacement. Sweeteners can often be just as damaging, such as aspartame and other kind of artificial sweeteners, sucralose, etc. Be really watchful about the ingredients and be really watchful about what you're putting into your body. Fat isn't bad. Too much fat of the wrong fats can be bad. So guys, I hope that has really helped clear up some of those myths that you might be living with on a daily basis. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Other than that, I will see you next week. Have a lovely week ahead, and I will see you soon. Bye!